Supersonic air travel. Oh, I think I know what you're going to say because I saw an advertisement for it at Newark Airport. Hey, Billy Goat of Comedy. Oh, thank you. Been catching up on the podcast since I discovered it a couple years ago, but this is my first time writing in. I heard the recent episode on 9/13/21 where you briefly talked about supersonic flight. You mentioned that it was discontinued after the crash and hasn't been used again at a commercial level. I thought. He goes, since you are a fan of aviation, I thought you might be interested to know that it's actually coming back soon. I don't know if you consider this soon. United Airlines. I saw this ad. I actually took a picture of it and sent it to Vinny Brand, who's eventually going to be on this podcast. Vinny Brand, the club owner of the Stress Factory. We shared a common dream to fly the Concorde to France or to London or whatever. And I took a picture of that and sent it to him when I saw it. United Airlines is going to be reintroducing supersonic flight in 2029. So that's 8 years away. I will be 61 years old. Holy shit! Wow, man. 53 to 61. That's a quick ride. Who gives a shit? I'm fucking enjoying myself. I don't care about age anymore as far as like, that's a great thing about becoming, if you get older and you just embrace being older and just sort of let yourself become an old man. I'm not saying like, give up. And you understand that you have no control of aging, even though you always know that. When you truly give into that you can't stop time, but no one can stop you from enjoying it. So as long as you're enjoying it, there's kind of like, I don't know, like I picture laying on my deathbed as being peaceful and smiling and thinking about all the fun that I had. That's what I'm hoping. That is the goal. Anyway, huge fan of everything you do. Thank you so much for all of it, and congrats on your self-development. You're an inspiration to other knuckleheads. I am a knucklehead. I am a recovering meathead. That's exactly what I am. Like myself, who wants to live their best life, basic white girl voice. I really want all you other meatheads out there to live your best life. When white girls say living their best life, it means they're 100% focusing on themselves so they can live the best life possible regardless of who has to suffer. Anyway, he says, but seriously, you and the podcast have been there for me through some rough times. I appreciate you. Thanks again, and go fuck yourself. That really means a lot to me that there's other people that are fucked up out there and that you get something out of this. I figure it's just the fact that you hear me trying. All right, let's read about supersonic flight here. Oh, my God. United adding supersonic speeds with new agreement to buy aircraft from Boom Supersonic. Well, what do they want for a supersonic jet? Maybe me and all the podcast listeners, we can all go in. We can all go in and buy a supersonic jet. Imagine the scheduling. It's booked for the next fucking 18 months. Chicago and Denver, June 3rd, 2021. Sorry, United Airlines tonight. Oh, that's where it announced. I guess that's their hubs. Oh, would you look at that fucking... It looks like a dart. Oh, my God, is that a sexy fucking plane? United will purchase 15 of Boom's Overture airlines. What a great name. Once Overture meets United's demanding safety, operating, and sustainability requirements with an option for an additional 35 aircrafts. The companies will work together on meeting those requirements before delivery. Once operational, Overture is expected to be the first large commercial aircraft to be net zero carbon from day one. Can you buy stock in this company? Optimized to run on 100% sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, it is slated to roll out in 2025, fly in 2026, and expected to carry passengers by 2029. United and Boom will also work together to accelerate production of greater supplies of SAF, sustainable aviation fuel. Isn't that exciting? Where would this fly? It's funny. I'm going to keep doing stand-up until you can fly supersonic anywhere. Just go to fucking Des Moines, Iowa. Right? Supersonic is like north of what speed? What is that's breaking the speed of sound, which we all know is 700, how many miles? Speed of sound, supersonic. The speed of sound is 768 miles an hour. So just remember 678, except you flip 7 and 6. 768. 768 miles an hour, which means you could get, once you get up to that speed, you could fly across the country, I would think, in about 3 hours as the crow flies, right? The Mach number is the ratio of the speed of the aircraft to speed of sound. Okay, let's learn about Mach. Come on, people, let's do this. Mach speed explained. All right. By definition, Mach number is a ratio of the speed of a body, parentheses, aircraft, to the speed of sound in the undisturbed medium through which the body is traveling. Undisturbed medium through which the body... How is it undisturbed? There's the friction of the air it's flying through. All right. It is said that the aircraft is flying Mach 1 if the speed is equal to the speed of sound. Okay, so then is Mach 2 twice the speed of sound? Well, now they're saying speed of sound is 717 miles an hour. All right, why do I try to be smart? All right, 31-year-old virgin, honeymoon advice. Hey, Bill, I'm a lady listener and enjoy your advice section of your podcast the most. I have an idea for you. You should reboot the 40-year-old virgin and make it a fucking woman. That's what you got to do. My fiance and I are both from California, just in case you think we are from the Bible Belt region. I didn't. There's a lot of virgins that are that, either through religious beliefs or maybe you got touched when you were a kid and you don't like being touched and you're a late bloomer. There's people that are asexual. There's just, there's a whole bunch of shit that could have happened. I don't judge anybody when it comes to that stuff. All right. We met 2 years ago and finally getting married by the end of this year. We both are fairly conservative, hence we've both never done it before. What is your advice for two 31-year-old virgins who will finally do it for the first time on their honeymoon? Oh, my God. This is two rookie quarterbacks facing off in week 1. Have a nice day with your family. Number one, don't put any pressure on yourselves. This is both your first rodeos. I would say have fun, and you don't really have to do it the first night. If it's too much, if you're freaking out or whatever, you can stop. I would just, both of you, just talk about before you do it. This is a monumental thing for you if you waited this long. And I would just really be like fucking, the whole thing in a relationship from ground zero up is you have to be communicating. So I don't have any advice. You're going to figure it out. It's nature. You're going to figure it out. Just have fun. Enjoy yourself. If you're not enjoying yourself, just say, maybe we do it the next time or whatever. This is above my pay grade here, people. Like, I don't know what, okay? It's a beautiful thing. You guys are going to enjoy yourselves. And I think about, a week into it, you're probably both going to have a difficulty holding down a job because you're going to be wanting to bang. So congratulations to both of you. Have fun. All right. Girlfriend tried to break up with me. Hey, Bill from over the hill. Oh, man, I watch this fucking, my wife likes watching the murder shows before she goes to bed, just like that great SNL sketch. She either watches that or she watches dumb reality. So we had on this, I swear to God, a game show about reality shows. It was the stupidest fucking thing. People sit there and somebody goes will say, one of the reality show stars says something to the other cast members and they bleep out the word so you can't see what it is. And then you have to try and guess. They tell you what the word was and then you say true or false. I swear to God. I was like, I can't watch this shit. So she puts on this fucking murder show. And it's just of this beautiful, I'll fast forward through all of this shit. This beautiful girl gets killed by some fucking creep she meets online. And it turns out this creep is one of these kids who can't get fucking laid. They used to be called nerds. Now they're like Halliburton. They gave themselves a new fucking name. All right? And I don't know what their deal is. They end up getting mad at these women because they can't get laid. You know, when I was a kid, it was called a slump. Everybody went through a slump. So if you're out there right now, the last thing you want to do is start hating women because you're just going to be turning them off. And now you're trying too hard. All right? You got to go watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You don't care if she comes, stays, lays, or prays. There, you got the attitude, right? You got to fucking yourself a little vibe, you know? These fucking lunatics. This kid goes out and he kills this poor girl, and then, like, he took video of him doing it and pictures, and these fucking assholes online were sending it to her parents. And what fucking killed me is there's no protection for the parents, and then the people that were writing mean shit, when they showed their mean tweets, they're blurring out their Twitter handles. Like, so you're protecting the assholes and not the parents. It was one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen. And that's the last thing we watch, and then we go to bed. It's like, what the I just don't know. I just looked at my wife. I was like, well, that was uplifting.